and welcome to my channel, and today I've got a kitting up for you. So yeah, this is, I've actually got it in the background now. I thought, do you know what, why don't I just kit up on top of the diamond painting, and then I've got a pretty background on theme. So but this is the painting we're doing. Hang on, sorry, I just had to get it to refocus. So this is actually, what is this called? So this is Sunflower, Starflower, Moonflower by Yuumei Art. And yeah, it's got 57 colours, it's a round, and this is my next project. So yeah, let me just get started. Right, so we'll just get stickers here. I've got my pots here, I've got my tray here, I've got my drills, I've got my scissors. There is inevitably something that I will have forgotten. But too bad, I'm committed. Let me just get these out of the packet. Right, I'll make some space. So we've got the pots there, we've got, I've got my tumble dryer sheet. And yeah, right, so let's go. What the end? Do you know what? Oh, there's a drill there. I don't think there was a leak. We'll find out soon enough. Oh, a bit of wrestling. The year of the snake. I don't think it means the year of the snake. Wrestling the drills. Right, so I'm assuming there's going to be static, because there always is these days. But what I'm going to do, I'm just going to cut off this little, so I've got my sheet, but I'm going to cut off this bit, because this is what I'm going to do. If there's particularly frisky pots, I'll put a little bit of static sheet in the pot. And then this is what I'm going to, we're going to give it a go. I should probably cut these up before I start, shouldn't I? And then I don't have to worry. So hello, and hello, welcome. How are you? How is everybody? If you're new here, welcome to chaos. if you're a returnee, thank you for coming back. You deserve a medal. Deserve a medal for putting up with me. But yes, this is where everything takes 3 times longer than it should, just because I never think about what I'm going to do before I do it. And that means that I'm not a very efficient thinker, apparently, because I always make a meal out of things. But yeah, it's fine. This is part of my charm, right? I keep telling myself that. It's part of my charm. Do you know what? That's all I'm going to cut up for now, because I might not even need it. Listen to me thinking there's not going to be any static. I might not even need it. Yeah, no. Right, where am I going to put them that they won't get float away? Right, I'm going to use this. I'm going to use this as my make sure it doesn't waft away. Okay, so let's start at, so I've got my ArtDot set. This is like a tray of 80 pots, so I do have spare for these ones that don't all fit in one pot. And it's actually from my 240 set. I've got one of those big cases, so the top level is a single of 80, and then the bottom level is two rows of 80. If you're not, I can't remember if I did an unboxing. If not, I'll link. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about, but I'll link it in the description. But so I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put things in as I go. And we'll reorganise the, because I do in DMC order, but we'll do it in, we'll just reorganise all the pots at the end. But I think what I'll do, so that I'm not completely wrestling with these snakes as well so much, I'm just going to cut them all into their little things now. Do that. Lots of pre-prep. That sounds like I'm being organised. How very not me. But yeah, I hope you're all well. Oh, I nearly cut the corner off there. And oh, there's a road sweeper. Let me get it out the way with early. If you're new here, I live in London. I live on a through route, at least in the daytime. It can be busy because I live opposite a school. The emergency services use the road quite often because there aren't many traffic lights, except there is actually a pedestrian crossing. Like, I live near the corner of a junction, so there is a little crossing there with lights, so sometimes you also hear engines running. And the new me is trying to not edit videos so much because this is so boring. Some people probably love editing. I do not love editing. Right, let's just go with those. Move them there, move them there. Put scissors. Oh, I need scissors because I need to cut the corners off, but we'll go with that. But right, so I'm going to try a new thing. If it's staticky, I'm going to pour it on this thing. I don't know how well it's going to work. Because the thing is, it's getting it out the packets usually that causes me the problem. Right, first things first. 3833. 3833. Let's just get the sticker on my pot. And if there's static, people have been doing this way. Usually my problem is getting it out the packet if there's static. But, you know, I'm going to try. I'm going to give it a go. Yeah, see, this is like, get out. I'm just angry. Right, in fact, what I should do, if I do that, and then I can do that, maybe I should force it in here. No, that's not, I don't think that'll make any difference. I'm overthinking things. Look, now I've just pulled it out with my fingertip. We're just going to treat that tray as something to catch. I'm going to do this. And apparently, if nothing else, it might mean that I don't need to put in those little tabs of dryer sheet that I just spent a few minutes cutting up. We'll see. I can't remember what I was talking about before. I know I was talking about the road and the noise. Oh yeah, and the new me to not edit. I want to cut out my editing. Everything takes me too long. Right, that's rubbish. So, in my mission, it was part of my New Year's mission to, if I cut down on the editing, then there'll be more videos. Because I don't have any problem filming them. That's not the bit. I mean, sometimes I don't feel like it. But mainly it's like, I've still got some unboxings that I filmed last summer. I've got 3, I think, left to do. And yeah, and they're just sitting there waiting to be edited. I must do that. Let's get rid of them. There's the new when I did that big unboxing of my Christmas presents and stuff all in one go. Look, see, I don't know. That does not strike me as something that stopping the static. All that's happened is it's stuck all upside. Oh. I don't know. Maybe I just have the wrong static, not tumble dryer sheets. Shaky, shaky. I'm thinking. It's not coming. I'm the only person that can mess up this. Look. I just. Everybody else. I always watch everybody else, and they're like, oh, I did not. Give me my sticker. 3841. 3841. And it all pours in, no problem. Me, they all stick up the side. But yeah, my goal this year is to just less time editing. Right, 353. Let's just do the sticker first. Less time doing the boring stuff. It's about priorities. So you're going to get a lot more sirens, the road sweepers. Unless it's really bad, then do you know, I already forgot that I was supposed to be doing into that. And yeah, but on the bright side, well, for me, you might not care, but it should mean hopefully more videos, or at least when I get busy and I drop off the radar in the past, hopefully it should mean less of that. Did that get them all? No. I don't know. It's just me. Just everything hates me. I think it's the answer to this. The world hates me. Right, 211. But yeah, as you can see, as I'm doing this whipping up, if you did see my Yuumei review, the goal was I would work on this painting. This would be my mission after, you know, doing my whips. I had 3 whips that I brought into 2025. And when I finished my round one, which was Salem, or will be, look, that does not belong. Which one's that? No. Yes. But I'm very, very close to finishing Salem. So I thought, you know, I don't film at weekends and things like that. So I thought, let's just get this. Come on, I know he's in there. Is that it? Because I have limited time when I can film, I thought, you know what, let's just film this when I know I've got time. I've nearly finished Salem, and this will be my next round drill project. Look, look, look. Tell me why? Look, it's still bouncing around, and I can feel it's got tumble. Oh, I smell, my fingers smell. I can't remember which one I've got. I think it's a flowery one, a meadow type one. But wow, did you see that? It literally leapt over my hand. I don't even know where it went. Oh well. Oh, is that it? It's on the outside. Stop that. It's like a tiddlywink. Yeah. Anyway, enough wibbling about that. Oh no! Look! Oh look! Right, okay. 2. I just found them there. No! Wow! Look, all of them from the static. I don't think this is working for me. This business of putting it in the dryer. That might be. I don't think I've done that colour. So this is just one of those other loose drills. Oh, that probably came out of there. Yeah. Because there's another brown one, which is hopefully not a leak. Right, so we've got 3 lilac, so this is this one. One pink, 3 lilac. Yeah, not sure this is. I had a feeling it wouldn't work for me. I don't know how it doesn't work. It works for other people, but for me, things that should work, that work for everybody else, they never work for me. Okay, let's do this one, 816. So yeah, I've nearly finished Salem, and to be honest, when you consider how slow I am to upload, well, who knows, maybe it won't be too bad this time with my pre-mentioned editing resolution. All right, we'll give it one more go. I've put it in the tray so that it's like it goes up at the edges, so maybe it'll help catch those ones that are bouncing out. And yeah, by the time you actually see this video, I'll have probably finished Salem, or if not, it's like very, very, very close. It's just me being slack, which is also a possibility. So I'm going to just pat that in the hopes. Go on, come on. Did that work? That one worked. Yeah, so I finished Salem. So, well, I will finish Salem. So we're on track. We're on track with the whips. The Jasmine Beckett Griffith, the one which is the, what's this? 3808. 3808. Which is my cross stitch conversion. I've not done that much of that, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie. Not done that much of that in January. But I have done some, but just not much. But I'm gonna, once I finish Salem, I'll probably leave it like, I'm gonna leave it like maybe a week before I even think about starting this one. And just to give myself some dedicated, don't put the lid on, give myself some dedicated cross stitch conversion time, because that's usually the one that falls by the wayside, just because I need the extra brain power for doing a conversion, and there's less window of opportunity when I've actually got some brain power. I'll give it that. What colour is this? 3607. Get rid of that empty packet. 3607, which is pink. Use pop. Don't try and stick the sticker to the bag, because that would be stupid. And then as for my one with the diamond art, I don't know if you've watched my cross stitch conversion, my dragon race, I did a whip and chat. I went off into it wasn't a rant exactly, but I'm having issues with the drills with that. At the time of filming, I was like, they hadn't even answered I thought they hadn't even answered my email saying these drills, there's something wrong with these drills, these 310. It's only the 310, and this is not the usual, there's always a lot of trash with 310 problem. Like, there's a problem with the drills. Like, they stink of paraffin. And I hadn't had a reply. And then when I was editing, I was like, do you know, because I've been saying, do you know, it's really weird. I mean, I know they're a small company and everything, but you'd think they'd answer their emails. And I was a little bit, you know, not miffed exactly, but like it was on my radar. I was like, what? It's not a very good impression. And then when I was editing it, I was thinking, do you know what? It really is weird that they've not replied, because they've got quite a good reputation. Anyway, it occurred to me to check my spam folder, which hadn't occurred to me before then, because, you know, they'd be replying to me. So I don't consider myself spam. You'd think the Apple Mail would like go, oh yeah, it's replying to her, but apparently not, because it was sitting in my spam. So so I had this big wibble about them for absolutely no reason. Sorry, the one with the diamond art. I mean, their drills are still terrible, but they've offered to send me new drills. I don't think I said that in the other video. I said they'd sent an email, they had replied, but I don't think I said what they'd said. But they asked me to send a picture so they could show it to their, you know, to the supplier. And then they said they'd send me new drills. So, but it's Chinese New Year at the moment, so I don't know. And I know, even though obviously they're not a Chinese company, obviously they can't really process any orders because the factory is closed. So I think they're on they're sort of taking a break, not a break, but you know, they're taking their foot off the pedal a bit while they can, because there's no point in, you know, 647 sticker, which I can't say I blame them, because I was probably really busy over Christmas and New Year. Probably really busy for a small business. Like, they've probably been on the go since like Black Friday, because it's like the most time of the year, isn't it, when all the business. I thought I saw one fly out. There it is. Yeah, so I hope you've been on in screen. I haven't actually looked at the camera at all. Usually I watch the camera. I've got it a bit further up this time so that, you know, it's a bit more space, but it's occurred to me that I'm much more likely to wander off screen. Oh look, there's another pink. God damn it. Okay, put the lid on that. It's not that one. Was it that one? Is that one? Look, even though unless I didn't do that, I'll have to look back on the video to see, but that has definitely still got staticking, even though I think I did it on that. Maybe I didn't. So I still need my little, in fact I'm going to put a little thing in there now, because that's going to be annoying, because there aren't that many drills in there. Get in. And when there's not many drills, that also means they're going to be harder to get out. Next one, 3809. 3809. But yeah, going back to that, obviously, when you've got when you've got poor, bad drills like that, like it's the black drills, and there's a lot of black in that painting. So I've been going slowly. It's, you know, it takes your excitement out of when you know picking up a canvas might mean just a bit of a pain in the backside. Like it just kind of kills your fun. But I have worked on it. I'm just taking them in bite sizes, and then hopefully the drills will get here. I mean, I can replace the drills if I want, but from my stash. Wow, I just literally ripped a hole in that tumble dry sheet with the drill. There must have been a sticky out edge on it. Where's my lid? There we go. So, but apart from that, it's going well. We're on track. We're still on track for getting the 3 whips done for, you know, hopefully end of March, but Easter at the latest. Hopefully. Maybe. Right, I'm picking up this. What do I want to do? 2:09. Oh, the kids are out, and it must be mid-morning break because the kids are out in the playground screaming. Unless it's a sports thing. No, they're all out. When it's a sports thing, they're just out in like the little, on the little football pitch thing that they have. But when it's break, they're out in all the playground and everything as well. Right, I did not pour that into the tumble dry sheet. Let's do this bit. I lost a drill up there. Get out. It just annoys me. It's getting them out the packets. Put that there before I spill it. And I'm so stubborn. It's just like, I can't, there'll be one left. I'll be like, I can't leave it. I have to get it. It's like, it becomes a personal battle. I will not be bested by one drill. But sometimes I am, but it's just like, crushes my self-esteem. Right, next, what we want? Pot. What have we got? 800. Where are we going to stick her? There we go. Not going to put it in the pot, we're going to put it in the tumble dry sheet. We can do this. I'm a creature of habit, so I always forget, which is why I started off putting it in the tumble dry sheet, and then halfway through I just forget. Revert back to habit. Right. Come on. In you go. That's a nice blue. It's a deceptive painting, this. It is quite colourful. It's got 57 colours, but the background is just like so much 939. I'm definitely going to have to do this in little sections. Like, I'll do a section of 939, and then I'll do some flower, and then I'll do a bit more, and I'll just back and forth, because I'll just go insane with this much background. Oh, look, found 2 more. That'll be this one. Look, they're even stuck to, they're not, I mean, I say they're stuck together. Are they stuck together? Oh, they actually are stuck together. I thought it was static. Do you know what? I'll put it in the pot anyway. You never know, I might need those. And then I'll just crunch them. Okay, 210. 210. Right, sorry, my brain flips around. So just to warn people, it doesn't happen often, but it tends to go through phases with YouTube. But my comment disappeared the other day when I was answering someone. And there was nothing in it to flag it as sus or anything, as far as I know. But this has happened to me before, and other people, it's not just me. So I don't know, they make changes behind the scenes. Obviously it is them trying to cut down on the, you know, the spammers and the bots, but they take down some friendly fire. There's some friendly fire usually whenever they make changes to their algorithm type thing to catch the spammers. And so just be on your guard, because I've had it happen. And what happens is, like, you make your comment on a post and you see your comment sitting there, but if you leave the video and go back in, it's gone. It drives me insane. I just, oh. So yeah, just be aware that that's happening. I would love to do, I wish there was a way, like if you're a creator and you have notifications, comments, you know, notifications sent to your email, it's fine because you get a copy of it there. But if you don't, I recommend you turn it on, at least, even if it's only temporarily, just to make sure you're getting all your messages. So I want, because it feels bad, because the person just feels like you've ignored them, which, you know, I'm not the best at answering my comments at the best of times, but at least, you know, I want to be guilty of a crime that I have actually committed, and it's not just YouTube. You know what I mean? I'm prepared to take the blame for things that I've done. Not the blame, the consequences. People being annoyed with me if I haven't answered their comment. But yeah, it's really not the same. What is that? Something's in that pot. Well, I don't know what. I don't know what it was. Maybe I had a bit of tumble dryer sheet in there that shredded the last time. I think the last time I used this set of bottles was for when I did my fox. So that I finished that ages ago. Oh, I did not do my sticker. That's your fault. It's not 210. So 210 was the last. I'm trying not to disturb. Oh, I'm gonna have to go through them all. God damn. Oh, it's one of them days. One of them days. 209 I've done. Let's get all of these here. I could just look it up on the video after, but then I'd have to, if I messed up another one. Right, not that one. 816. Because it's going to be easy to figure out, because it's just whichever sticker isn't still here. 816 is used. 353 is used. 3841. Gone. Oh look, there's a drawing there. 3833. I won't do that. That was the first one I did. Very first pot. Nothing escapes. Not now I do cross stitch conversions. I find I've become a lot more stubborn. Right. Bottom pattern, I can't get it out. Right, it's not going to win. Okay. Oh, where did it go? There it is. Flew out. I was like, that's all for nothing. Yeah, did I mention that I have battles with one drill? That's 30 seconds of my life I'll never get back. 210 I've done. 800 I've done. 647 I've done. 3808 done. 798 done. Is it this one? 3809 done. 640. Was it there all the time? It was there all the time, wasn't it? Please, oh, don't tell me it was just underneath my tumble dryer sheet. Oh. Fine. You had nothing better to do with your day, did you, than watch me blunder around. So what was I talking about before my panic? Is it all the drills gone? Right, okay, yes. So, what was I talking about? Oh, the disappearing comments. Yeah, so just be aware. Both sides. Just make sure that you're, if someone's ignoring you, then it might be because of YouTube and not because of anything else. I'll tell you what I was thinking. I meant to ask this last time, but you know, butterflies, I completely forgot. A bit like I forgot that I meant to be pouring this into the tumble dryer sheet. Because I've been talking about how like watching the Christmas premieres and stuff, And do you know what? I'd love to do something like a live, but I'm just, this doesn't really work for me right now. Because of where I film over by the window, it's like, this is the furthest place away from my Wi-Fi as I can get, pretty much, in my apartment. And I do get Wi-Fi in this corner, but it's not quite strong enough to cope with a live stream, because that uses a lot of, you know, 3865. It needs a solid, it needs a stable connection. Where is 3865? 3865, down there. So I can't really make a live stream work. And even if I could, I film in the daytime, like nearly everybody, like a lot of the States, a lot of my viewers are in the States. So I'd be able to catch, I've also got some Australians and obviously Brits. But like Brits might be at work and stuff like that. So if I live streamed in the middle of the day when I usually film, then probably not many people see it. And live streaming in the evening isn't really an option. So, but I thought, I don't know, this is why I'm asking you. I wondered if anybody would be interested in me ever doing a premiere. Not all the time, but just sometimes, once in a while. And if you're not familiar with a premiere, so basically it would be like a pre-filmed video like this, but it's done as a live chat, like a live, so the chatting part. So I would be in the chat, and you can actually speak to me, the real me, 718. And it's just a bit more interactive and things like that. And I don't know, I just have this fear that nobody would turn up. Like this knobby no mates, and then I'll be like, oh, I'm so lonely. I'm just talking to myself in the chat. I can see a drill. What's that? 799. 799. Let's get him. Get him. Come on. Out you come. Come on. There's another 30 seconds. I'm about to not be able to ever get back on my life. Do you know what? I'll just cut that open. Well, because I didn't cut it properly, it flicked and is who knows where. So yeah, I did not get that drill. I'll find that. I'll step on that. Find it like next week when I step on it and it's like, oh, there's a blue drill on my foot. That's what happens when I more haste, less speed. I tried to shortcut it by just doing a slit. It did not work. 718. Yeah, so let me know if you're, you know, be interested in, like, in principle. Obviously, I'm not saying you have to turn up or else. And if you don't turn up, it's like, you betrayed me. 3347. 3347. But just the general idea, concept of whether you'd be interested in me doing a premiere. And like I say, it wouldn't be all the time, but I could definitely do it like sometimes. And it just feels a bit more, you know, less me talking to you, talking at you sort of thing. And then we can watch it together and I'll be sitting there going, because it's bad enough when I edit it and I'm sitting there going, oh, you said that like 3 times already. Literally said the 3 times, same thing 3 times. It's because I can't concentrate on one thing at a time. So whenever I'm doing something else, it means I get to that point where I'm like, did I just think what I was about to say, or did I actually say it? And because I can't remember if I said it, I'll say it again. That, and I'm full of cliches. Right, AB 917. Right, let's do this. Get rid of that empty bag. AB. Did I say that? Yeah, 917. Yeah. I noticed when I did the unboxing for this, and there was 3 ABs and 3 fairy dust. And for some reason, I only pointed out. I instantly forgot that there was 3 and thought there was only 2. So that's all I found in the packets, I think. But definitely on the canvas, you know, when I look for where it's located. And I think it was something up in this big Oh, you can't see it, it's just off screen. But there's a big orange sunflower. I'm pretty sure the extra AB went up there. Might even have been this one. But yeah. I'm like, you've got one job. One job. Find the ABs. It did not work out. 772. Also, going back to my whip that hopefully will be finished or imminently after this, if I remember, because you know what I'm like I just forgot again that I wanted to put this in the tumble dryer sheet. It's because I put it in there to put the label on, I think. So it's more that I'm just forgetting to take it out. Oh, rude. Get in there. Yeah, I'll post, if I remember, I'll post a picture of Salem on my Facebook page if it's finished. Wow, I just knocked it over again. It's because there's hardly any drills in there. Because I have revived my Facebook page from the ashes. I'll leave a link to it in the description if you are a Facebooker. And yeah, I thought, because in the past, I didn't do it for diamond painting, but I did do it for my adult colouring channel. So, oh, I've used up all that strip. Let me cut some more. I'll just do these. Yeah, when I had my colouring book channel, I would post my finished pictures to Instagram. But I'm not really an Instagrammer. I'm sure that makes sense, hopefully, to people. There's, you know, it's just like, yeah, I could like have an Instagram account and I could use it, but it just never quite sits right with me. You have your favourites, don't you? And there's no logic to why you like one over the other. I mean, Facebook is Instagram. It's the same company, it's Meta. So they're not that different sort of thing. But yeah, I just it's all changed as well since I was last on there, because when I used to do it, I stopped on my colouring channel. It was like 2.5 years ago, and I was just like, I literally took Instagram off my phone because that was the only thing I used it for. And I was like, oh yeah, I'm over this. But I thought, you know what? I do use Facebook. It's pretty much the only social media that I use, apart from YouTube, because YouTube is a form of social media, isn't it, I guess. So I'm going to try, I revived that Facebook page, and that is where I'm going to try and post like finishes and stuff, because apparently I'm incapable of remembering that I've got a community tab on YouTube. Perhaps I'll try and do both. So I'm going to take a picture of a finished painting, then surely it can't be that hard to post in 2 places that I'm on. I'm there anyway. How hard can it be? We'll see. But I'm going to try. But I'm just trying to, you know, drum up some activity on Facebook, because with the same as YouTube, like, it has its algorithm, and if nobody, you know, interacts with your page or looks at it, then it doesn't push it either. 3832. Even if you've liked the page, it doesn't show it to everybody. And that's one thing. The difference with YouTube is, like, you can overcome that. When you subscribe to a channel, you can set it to notify you of everything. And it might not come in your feed, but it will notify you of every video that's uploaded if you want. If you do not select all notifications, it will selectively decide what it'll show you and tell you, which I find very rude. Like, if I've subscribed to a channel, that means I want to see everything. And, you know, and I can just do a hide if it turns up in my suggested videos, and I'm not interested. I can just hide the video. But I don't like YouTube making that decision for me. But at least you can overrule it. Facebook, you get no choice. They just like, nah, we won't bother showing that one. if no one's interacted, or not many people have interacted, 915, if I put the sticker on, then we won't bother showing it to anybody else. It's like, oh. So yeah, let me know about that. If you're on Facebook, show me, come over and say hi. I won't be, I mean, it is a way at least to talk to me as well directly, outside of usual comments here. So it's just another way to be a bit more personal, if that makes sense. To just, no, there's one in there still. Right, we're not going to shortcut, there we go. Bam. Okay. How are we doing? Oh, this is going surprisingly slowly. I thought it'd be quick. 57. I do so many big paintings now. Like 57 colours doesn't seem like that much. 327. But apparently they're still really slow. No, don't put the pot there. Put the drills there. Do you know what? It's a really nice day today. Like a really proper sunny. There's hardly any clouds in the sky. Oh, somebody's tooting. Who's that? Junction life. Crossroads life. Yeah, it's really gorgeous, but it's a bit chilly. I looked out the window when I got up, and I thought it snowed overnight initially, and I was like, no, because there was no forecast of snow. It wasn't that cold. It was just like clear skies, and that's how heavy the frost was, so thick that it looked like there'd been a light dusting of snow. So it is a bit fresh this morning. But I'm not making the mistake I made the other day, 433. It was sunny the other day, and I thought, oh, it's lovely. I'll open the window. Like an Arctic blast came through. I'm like, nope, it's not quite spring yet. I'm getting carried away. Bit of sunshine and I go wild. But who knows? That might be summer in the UK. That might be the last time we see sunshine is today. Right. I never learn. I don't know if this new system works for me. This putting it onto the tumble dryer sheet, because half the time I forget that that's what I'm doing. Did I get them all? Yeah. But yeah, it's just, I think I'm quite ready for spring. It hasn't been a bad winter. I think we saw snow once, which, you know, I'm in London, so it's not, we don't usually get much snow anyway. Like the buildings, there's so much concrete and stuff. It's just like, right, 301. Right, let's do this. Let's sticker first. But yeah, it traps in a lot of heat, and we don't get it that cold very often. So it has to be an extreme, not an extreme, but it has to be a substantial weather front for actually both snow and lay in London. So we had the snow, but it didn't lay. It was gone in like in half an hour, pretty much. As soon as it stopped, it just melted away. But yeah, it's nice. It's nice out there. It's nice to be able to say it's nice after all the wild weather we all seem to be having, because we have had some storms. That is not that colour. We've had some storms in the UK, so it's nice to be able to say it's nice, if that makes sense. I started thinking about spring cleaning, in addition to me doing my declutter. Right, sticker 3756. 3756. 3756. Okay, don't put the pot in the thing. This is what we're getting there. Like, I can remember in the short term Oh, we're starting to get a bit more in the packets as well. Maybe that'll help. Oh, just threw some over there. There's 2 still in the packet. Maybe that'll help with them coming out. Oh, there's still loads inside. Good job I looked. Right, loads. 3 or 4. Now, just 1 maybe. No, come on. There you go. Yeah. Maybe this will help them because there's a bit more weight to it. It might help them pour out of the tumble dry sheet a bit better as well. Because I only had that problem in the first few where it was like sticking to the sides. And then it stopped. I think like the combined weight, they're like migratory, that is a word I should not have attempted. Migratory. When birds migrate, like they all go in a little flock, don't they? And fish, like the drills, they all want to stick together. Right, I want to empty that pack. I don't want to put that pot over there. I put the pot in the trash pile. I'm losing my marbles. 3787. 3787. But presumably you already knew I'd lost my marbles. Because it's pretty obvious. Oh, I just remembered my story. I was like, I must tell everybody. Not everybody. To be fair, it's not even my story to tell. It's my poor bloke. But I'm going to milk it. I mean, I was concerned. It did affect me indirectly. But the other week, like just over a week ago now, and it was Friday. I'd done that one. It was Friday. So it was all ready for the weekend. Yeah. And right, 9:20. My other half came home from work, and you know, I didn't see. He came into the door, and I was like, I think I was starting to prep dinner and stuff, and he was like, hello, and everything, and it was like it all seemed fairly normal. And then he came up to the kitchen door because that's where I still was. Being a nice person, I was probably getting him a beer this as well, because it's just like he goes out to work, I work at home, so I don't have to deal with that hour-long commute that he does. So I'm like, I'll get you a beer. Yeah, thank you. And I turned around to give it to him, and he went, now don't worry. I was like, oh no, because the only time he ever says don't worry is usually the very reason why I should worry, because he's quite thick-skinned, so he doesn't, half the time he doesn't know about things that are worth worrying about. So if it was on his radar to say that don't worry, I'm like, oh god, what? And he went, it's worse than it looks. I'm like, oh god, now you are worrying me. And he lifted up just lifted up his hand, and there was a big bandaged finger. I'm like, oh, what have you done? What have you done? And he goes, thinking, you know, he sliced it open, which, you know, to be fair, he kind of had. And he chopped the tip of his finger off at work. It's like his middle finger. So I think I've not looked at it. I was just like, I'm one of these people, I don't want to look at that kind of thing. And I would never be a nurse. I would never, no, nothing like that. Like, if I had to, if he couldn't do something himself to clean it or whatever, then obviously I would like put on my big girl pants. But if I don't have to, then I'm not voluntarily going to do it. So I have not seen the state of it. But has that got a tab on it? Or was that just, no, that's that white fluff stuff. But yeah, so it's apparently, I think it's somewhere like, oh, I haven't turned off the focus thing, but it's like, I think he's like this much. It's just sliced off the tip. So I'm like, oh, are you kidding me? I was like, because I didn't know how bad it was, or not, as the case may be. I mean, it is quite bad, but it's not as bad as it could be. I was like, what, do we need to, did you find a digit? I mean, did you have to go to A&E, like, and get it sewn on? And it's like, no, it's not, it's just taken the tip off. I've not lost any, like, anything important. It's just like, apart from your tip of your finger. It depends how you define important. But it's just like, I just like, you just came home with it. Why didn't you go to the hospital? And it's just like, well, it's not really an emergency. I'm like, I go, you need to see someone about this. 3823. And to be fair, he didn't put up much of a fight, so I'm pretty sure he agreed that he knew he had to see somebody about this. You know, a medical professional. Right, I don't know why I've got the tumble dryer sheet underneath the tray. That was not my smartest move. Are these little bits coming off of the tumble dryer sheet? And but yeah, so ironically, he is like the trained first aider for where he works. So he just bandaged himself up, got on with it, got on with it, and carried on working. I'm like, oh my days. So like, I'm like, you've got to see someone. He said, yeah, I know. I'll go in the morning. Well, let me have a look it up, because like, we have our accident and emergency, so you know, in hospitals, you just drive up to the hospital and they'll check you out. But the thing is, like, obviously he did qualify under the accident bit, but it was like a fine line about what you call an emergency, because like obviously his life wasn't in danger or anything like that. Right, look, that's all the 310 we got. We've got a little square hitchhiker. I don't know if you can see that. I put on the autofocus thing to focus on this part of the thing, because it pulses in and out, so I can't remember. But yeah, not much. This is it for the 310. So I went away and researched it, if there was like a walk-in clinic that you could go to instead. Unfortunately, there is one relatively near us. It's like 3 miles away, and it being a walk-in, you didn't have to, you know, make an appointment like you would have to for like, oh, I've just missed, how did I miss all the pot for that? So he didn't have to, he couldn't make an appointment, but if he'd made it, if he went to his GP, you know, his local doctor, and made an appointment, he wouldn't be able to see anybody till Monday, because they're not, it's just not open at the weekend. It's not that kind of system. But the walk-in clinic, you can't make a appointment. It's literally walk in. So I'm like, oh, right, we'll go there first thing, and it didn't open till 10 AM on Saturday. I'm like, get there for when the door opens, and like, hopefully there won't be a queue, because it's a Saturday as well, and it's up in town, for want of a better word, 3348. Like I say, I live in London, and so this is it's up near Soho, which is like the touristy area. But being the tourist area, it means, you know, in the weekday it's full of like office workers and stuff like that, and then ironically at the weekends, because no one lives, well, not many people live up there, and it's mostly going to be people who live there are going to go there, unless they're on holiday sort of thing, then it might not be too bad. And as it turns out, it was amazing, because a trip to A&E at a hospital, he would have been sitting there for like, I don't know, hours. 3 hours easily, but possibly more, because it was a Friday night, and you know what Friday nights are like. It's just got all the drunks and the whatever's. 8:03. So he dodged a bullet there, but he did have to. It did mean he had to wait till the morning to go and see a doctor, or a nurse, I should say. Obviously, he didn't need a doctor. So she cleaned it up and gave him some special dressings that, like, it's really cool. It's like a kind of it looks kind of like pressed cotton wool, you know, like a cotton wool pad, but really, but thinner. But like, you put it on the top, and then where it gets wet, because you know what, I'll go into details, it's like, it's all weepy. It turns to gel, so it kind of seals it and protects it from getting, you know, stuff getting into it. And then you put, you know, a bandage over the top. So she gave him some of them, and actually the prognosis, it seems pretty good. It's amazing. The human body is amazing, because it's just like, it's going to take a while to heal. It's like probably like at least like 3 to 4 weeks before it's going to start to, you know, heal over. But apparently because in your fingers you have lots of little blood, like there's a good blood circulation type thing. So it's actually a chance it's going to grow back. It might not look exactly like the same shape as it was before it, you know, departed his body. 3831. But his fingertips should grow back. I'm not sure what's going to happen with the nail. The nail might be a bit of a funny shape because obviously he just took off the whole thing. And but you know, it's at least he's not got like a stumpy, going to have a stumpy finger, hopefully. Fingers crossed. I mean, it might not, but most people's fingers do eventually grow back. Like I say, the body is amazing. Anyway, you might wonder how he managed this feat of finger choppage. Do you know what it was? Sellotape. It was packing tape. He had a box that he was opening, and you know how the packing tape, you know, the box folds up and then the packing tape's down the middle, and he was doing this, and instead of using the box cutter, which he literally had in his pocket, because I emptied his pockets after he come home because he couldn't stick his hand in his pocket, and there was a box cutter in there, so it's completely self-inflicted. But he didn't think he needed it, but because of that, it was just like, oh, it's just sellotape. So I just like pull it up, thinking he was going to pull off the tape. Except, I mean, I'm sure people will know, if you've ever had an Amazon package sometimes and you pull that tape, it doesn't snap. And even if it's not got all that crisscross stuff in it, you know, the threads, like ordinary sellotape, it just kind of bunches up and goes into like a string. So because he assumed it was going to come off, he fully committed to the pull, and it just caught the top of his finger. And so the sellotape turned into basically like a cheese wire, lopped off the end of his finger. Be warned, he even had gloves on because he was outside, and it cut straight through the blood. I don't know why I was so surprised about that, because like if it's going to cut through flesh, it's going to cut through cloth. 319. But yeah. It's just like, it's just like the next thing along from a paper cut. You know what I mean? It's just like, and he managed it. I'm like, oh really? But it is fun. Like obviously, at the time I was not amused. I was obviously worried because, you know, especially as he couldn't go and get it like cleaned up till the next day. The only consolation was, like I say, he's like the registered first aider. So, like, and apparently the nurse did sort of compliment him on how he'd bandaged it up until he could get there. So I'm like, well done. You get a cookie. But do you know what? I can't remember where I was going with that. I'm distracted by this piece of trash. Get off there. What was I talking about? But oh, right. But yeah, but it is, at the time I was worried, but it is after the effect, you know, you can find, not the humour, but it's just like, obviously you take the mickey a bit, like he managed to chop his finger off. Oh, I just dropped my scissors. Managed to cut the end of his finger off with sellotape. Well done. But also, like I say, it's this middle finger, right? This middle finger. So there are a lot of jokes. There's a lot of one finger salutes going on as jokes at the moment. It's like, how's your finger? Oh, look, there's another. Is that from there? Yes. Yeah. Every time he comes home from work, I'm like, how is it? Because I am, I know, 12 years old. It's just like, God. Right, all right, I've done the label. Right, let's pour it in the tray. So yeah, at least now I can see the funny side of it. I was not amused at the time though. Not amused. It's like, don't worry. I'm like, uh-oh. It's not as bad as it looks. That was the one that really got me. Because if you're saying that, I knew there was trouble. Oh my God. I'm like, why didn't you get it sorted out when you did it at work? Because he could have gone to the walk-in clinic at any time. I'm surprised his work. I don't think he told. I mean, he told work that he'd done it, but I'm pretty sure they didn't know how bad it was. apart from possibly levels of swearing. Right, where's my stickers? Right, what was this? 3, 3, 4, 6, which is a fairy dust. So yeah, I mean, so that happened. I mean, I'm debating whether to say like it was exciting. I mean, it was exciting, but it was just not the right kind of excitement. I'm like, oh man, I do feel bad for him. It's still, obviously, it's like, it's not healed over at all yet, because, you know, it's a big chunk of, he admitted afterwards that he was worried. He was like, when he went to the nurse, he was just like, what about the bone? Because he thought like his bone might just be out of sight, and then I think he might have thought it might just, I don't know, either the skin recede or his bone stick, it's something. But apparently your bone just starts like quite way down your nail bed, so he actually wasn't too bad. That wasn't a worry, but he admitted afterwards that he was worried. So that's the green. That's that one. Poor thing. He says it doesn't hurt that much, though he did knock it. Did knock it the other day. I wasn't there, but I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure I heard the words. He's like, he was at work. He said he banged it. Pretty sure I heard the words. 4 miles away, 5 miles away. Oh, that'll be, yeah, he banged his finger. But yeah, he said apart from that, it's not uncomfortable. I suspect this is like a bit of a honeymoon period, because it's not healed yet. It's going to get more painful when it starts to like properly scab over and stuff like that, because then it'll be like busting open, or it might itch as well. And right, what was it, this one? Is this 3, 3, 4, 6? Please be purple. No. What is this? 3, 8, 3, 7. 3, 3, 4, 8. Right. The easiest way to look at it is 3. Wow. 3, 8, 3, 2. 3, 27. 3, 3, 4, 6. Okay. Alright, it was 3, 8, 3, 7. Phew. I'm like, fortunately, there's only really one purple left, and possibly that brown, so 3, 8, 3, 7. I was getting carried away there. That's what you get for I've taken the lid off. That's what you get for laughing at someone else's misfortune. Though I'm not. I still am very sympathetic. I think he's enjoying being waited on a bit at home. Because, you know, it's one of them things, like, it's only until something happens, or you hurt something or whatever, that you realise how automated your body is at doing things. So he keeps forgetting. And, you know, or he's not forgetting, but like, he automatically reaches for something or digs his hand in the drawer. Do you know what I mean? And it's just like, So, yeah, I'm just like, just don't worry. I'll stick my hand in your pocket and pull out that thing that you forgot was there, like the box cutter for us. Right. Next one. Wow, this is taking me such a long time. Why am I taking such a long time with 57 colours? I'm just wibbling. Right. Let's do the sticker. Said 612. Apparently I'm feeling exceedingly chatty today. So at least I had a story to tell this time. not something really mundane. Hopefully I'm only repeating myself like 6 times. Get out. Oh, these are hopping. Hop, hop, hop. Hop, hop, hop. There's still one in there. I definitely want him. He's fairy dust. Get in there. I'm going to try and get them in the bottle. No, don't. No. No. Don't drop it. Well, I still smell it. It's almost like when I start to think about it, if I think about spilling it, I will. But that's not much consolation because I still spill them even when I don't think about it. So I think I just have to accept I'm always going to spill them. Right, get rid of that. Go to this. 918. Oh, get off. Let's go that way. I should do it down the crease, that might help. That might, yeah, make my life a little bit easier. 918. So, yeah, at least he didn't have to go to hospital. This is a household that doesn't like doing things like that as well. I don't know what. Some people are like, yeah, I go to the doctor and I go for my yearly checkup. Though I suspect, I'm guessing in the States, like having a yearly checkup is something that might be required by medical insurance and stuff like that. Which, you know, I don't know. You tell me. But in the UK, like, you go to the doctors when you want to, because obviously we you know, we have a different healthcare system that doesn't require us having to prove certain things about our health before we go to the doctor. 890. 890. But yeah, so we don't. If we can avoid going to the doctors, then we will. Go when we're ill. We don't go for checkups. We only go when we have to. See, that one, there wasn't that much static, so that was alright. Which is just as well, because I forgot to do it in my little tumble dry sheet. Get in there. I still missed. And he's doing, so that was, I think there was like 3 jewels in there, and I missed 2 and the 3rd one stayed. Just, okay, next one. What's this? Oh, that's a yellow fairy dust. Alright, Z743. So this is a round painting, so I have mixed feelings about round paintings. I quite enjoy them. I don't mind the look of them, but I can't use tweezers for them, and so I don't like them quite so much. I think a lot of the part of that is because I don't like putty and wax and anything like whatever I've used. I think I've mentioned it before. I need to go and try a glue dot again. Somebody gave me a tip the other day. I'm sorry, I can't remember your name off the top of my head because I can't remember what I had for breakfast an hour ago, let alone a person's name. But they gave me a tip because I was saying about how I try to use a glue dot, and I've tried a couple of times, and like you get the end of the pen, and they say just poke it in with the end of your tweezers. And I'll poke it in, and then I'll be like, right, get in, yeah, get in there. And I'll pull it out, and the glue dot comes out because it's stuck to the end of the tweezer and not in the hole. So I'm like, right, I'm totally over this. And there's a blue one. This is blue. Ooh. Yes. But somebody gave me a tip to use a wooden toothpick, and it's not quite so sticky. So I've been meaning to try that. But aside from that, I just like I like putty because it's nice and sticky. But then it's when it gets, I don't know, maybe I just don't change it out enough. But I like it goes stringy. But then I get it on my canvas and like, oh, it's so messy. And I know you can, you know, I just wait for it to dry out a bit, and you can just brush it off. Oh, I did not even take the lid off of that one. What an idiot. Let alone not put a sticker on. 947. 947. You see how I get distracted just because I'm talking? But yeah, it's such a pain. And wax, because I'm a heavy presser, wax lasts me like no time it's out. I've been meaning to try out the Diamond Art Club pens with wax. They come with putty, but apparently they come in wax again now. I think they've reformed it, so they clear wax. But I want to try that out, because mainly it's just because I have to keep topping up the wax. Whereas if I just have to give it a little twist, it might not be so annoying. 3857. But I've seen those little things. I mean, I've seen a few YouTubers do reviews of them. But have you tried out one of those? There's like this little, it's like a regular diamond painting pen, you know, like the straw pen. And it's like a little suction thing on it, like a hoover. But it's not, obviously not too strong, because otherwise it would never come off. But yeah, so you don't use wax at all. It's just like, and you just, I don't know whether to try one of them, or whether it's just, you know what it's like. You get those fads, don't you? Get a lot of fads in any hobby. It's just like one person gets it, and then somebody else goes, oh yeah, I saw so and so had it, and next thing you know, everybody's got it. A bit like the tray bricks. I haven't tried them either. Maybe they'll be okay. I know a lot of people swear by them. I'm not sure if I've actually got the space to just keep things, because they obviously take up a bit more space because they're all trays. I don't know. Let me know if you've tried either one of those things, like the sucky pen, 740, and the tray brick system. You know, so that if you're not familiar with the tray bricks, are the ones, basically it's a tray with a lid, and you know, and you just, instead of kitting up, you just kit into the trays, and you store everything in its own tray, and that means you just take the lid off, and you don't have to, you know, do things. I don't know. The tray bricks seem a bit more appealing to me. I might try those. I don't know about the sucky thing. I'm not sure if I'm convinced. Especially if you have to set it up. I don't know whether is it just a plug-in, or is it battery operated? I don't know. It's battery operated, and I can just see me going, you know, oh, the battery's run out. Oh, I'll change that. Yeah, I'll change that. And then I'll sit down. It's just like, oh, I forgot to change the battery. Oh, next time. And then it just becomes abandoned in the corner, waiting for new batteries. Not because I don't have the batteries, because they'll be full of batteries in the cupboard. I've got rechargeable batteries as well. But yeah, once I'm sitting down, I tend to I'll get all my stuff set up. I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm not getting up again to faff around. We'll sort it next time. And next time it just, yeah, it never comes. 895. After I've done this one, well, not after I've done this one, not literally after I've done this one, but next on the list, I should say, for kitting ups is my Artemisa. I can't remember how many colours that has. I just know it had something like an insane amount, like 50,000 310 drills. There's a lot of black in Artemisa. So this is Artemisa by Enis Guerrero. I've got it in a cross stitch pattern, because like Diamond Art Club do this picture, but there was something about the face, like it's just how, you know, there's rendering styles, isn't there? And like Enis Guerrero's work is quite sort of dark and moody, if that makes sense. It's not I call it gothic-y, I guess, as well, but it's just like, yeah, she looks like she looks like she's in the mood. And wow, where's my tumble dryer sheet? I need it for that. And then, but on the rendering, she did not look moody. She just looked like a bit not anime, but like, yeah, she looked cartoony. I was just like, yeah, I do not like that face. Anyway, I found it in a cross stitch pattern through Thread Geeks, and you know, I think they computer render as well, or if they do touch it up, maybe, I don't know. I've not actually done the pattern yet, so I don't know what they do, but I figured it'd be easier to let it do its thing. 744, put the sticker on. And then if it's a bit too pixelated, I can also always tidy it up myself. But it'll be a softer look, and it's more like the original. So I want to do that. I want to get up that next. But not quite yet. I think I need another finish out of the way before I think about that. But soon. Soon. Before the end of the month. It's February, so hopefully I'll be able to do that before the end of the month. Right, we're on the last snake. Let's do the easy part, because we're only going to do, I've got a lot of 939 in here, and not, yeah, loads of 939, but we're only going to put up one. So one, two, three, four, all of the 939. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right, so there's 10 bags of 939. So that can stay up there. We're just going to put up this one. So, put it on the lid. Well, that cleared me out. Hardly got any left to go. Which is just as well, because how have I taken over an hour? Like, I can't even do one colour a minute. What's going on? I've committed to putting it all in there, and I may regret this, because now I think of it, I don't think that's all going to fit in one pot. Let's see. See if I can do this without actually spilling it. A girl can dream. Come on, I'm thinking really hard here. I'm really concentrating. Right, no, it's definitely not going to fit in. Whoops. Right, so let's do, oh, I knew I'd forget something. It is a pen to write the name of this label. Let's get them in. Oh, why did I do that? Why was I even holding the pot? I didn't need to hold the pot. I should have put the pot down so I could hold, oh. It's okay, it's fine. I mean, on the bright side, it doesn't look like there's a huge amount of static. So we'll just do it gently. I mean, there is a bit of jumping, but it could be worse. Let's do it with this. Story of my life, full of unforced errors. Okay, get in there, one more. So I'm going to put that with that. So flip that open and put that in there. And I will write the label after I've finished doing this video, after I've switched off. Right, okay. Next. Oh my god. I was just as I was asking, why do these things take me so long? Over a minute a colour. That right there is the reason. 938. 938. It's alright, you like long videos. Long form videos are like my thing. I do a lot of long form videos. Am I going to learn my lesson? I think I am. I'm going to leave them in the packet. Hopefully that will fit in the pot. And I will sort that out afterwards. There we go. Who says I never learn? But I will be very careful, because that's open. I'm going to put that to the side there with my pot. 2 colours there. Okay. Next pot. What have we got? What have we got here? Do this one because I love this colour. This oh look, I found another drill. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be putting. I thought, oh yeah, it'd be really nice to see the painting that I'm doing like in the background. But I can never see where are all my drills, and when they bunny hop out the pot because they got static, I don't see them flying off. Definitely because of static and not because I'm clumsy. Yeah, that's static. Look, I love this colour though. It's like a little turquoisey blue. So first of all, I've opened it up. AB346. Let's get a pot. AB346. Oh, I had a pot there. Oh. A lot of my problems would be just if I paid even a little bit of attention. Right, these have got static. Usually ABs don't have static. That's why I went straight for the pot. But not today. Yeah. I don't let ABs or fairy dust escape. Especially in rounds, because I don't do so many round paintings. I don't have so many spare drills, special drills in rounds. So yeah, okay. That's next on my agenda. I've been thinking about how I'm going to do my spare drills project. And right, just get a couple of these pots here ready, because I have a lot of spare drills, well, a lot-ish, but I have a terrible system as it stands. It's hard, like everything I do, it's half-baked. So I think the only way I'm going to be able to get my head around it is like when something is just so out of control, like it just becomes such a, like it's like, oh, I know it's a 3021. It's like a massive job. And so I put off the massive job, and then the massive job just gets more massive. Do you know what I mean? It's become like that. So I think what I'm going to have to do is just break it down in small bits. So I think what I might do is I might start with doing special drills first. If I find a way to organise that. And I am going to be doing like the box system, like Rebecca's box system, but not for everything. Because I feel like some things are going to work better than others for depending what I use them for. And I'm quite a visual person, so if I just put all my special drills in bags, I think, because they are in bags at the moment and like relatively easy accessed, and I always forget to look. I'm like, oh, I should I should have used some special drills. I forget to look to see what colours I've got. So it's only if I remember, I'm like, yeah, I know, I definitely got some pink ABs. I'll go and look for them. But I'm not got any way of going, these are all the special drills I've got. Could any of these work, if you know what I mean? I can't reverse engineer what special drills to use. So I think I've decided what I'm going to do. Is that from there? Yes. Is I'm going to have different systems for different drills. And as I'm a visual person, I think I'm going to use like the baseball, you know, the trading card method for my special drills. And that way I can open it up and I can see all the pinks together. And if it's like, it's nice and easy, I can put it on the bookshelf. And I just think that is going to work. So I think that's what I'm going to do first. I'm going to use the baseball card for my special drills. And then after that, 995. After that, I think I'm going to go for Rebecca's system for my round drills. And I think I'm just going to chuck any, I'm not sure if I even have, oh no, I do. Oh, I have them awful drills from that Disney castle. Yeah, I think I'm just going to throw them. I think I'm just not going to, it's so rare to have good experience with square acrylics, because I'm fussy. So I think I might just chuck square acrylics, unless they're ABs or something. I don't mind them. But regular square drills, I'm going to chuck. I don't have that many, and I won't be buying any new ones. I think I've done as well. I think that castle was my only square acrylic. So apart from doing those AliExpress minis, I don't have any square acrylic kits. So I think I'm just going to toss those. And we'll do Rebecca's system for all my rounds. And then, I don't know, I'm saving the resin squares for last, because that's going to be the hardest job. And the reason why it's the hardest job is because they're all over the place at the moment. Because I've got my cross stitch conversion, quite often what I do is when I kit down a square painting, I will check if that colour is in my Dragon Race, because I don't have all the drills for that. But I do have all the drills for some of the colours, but I don't differentiate. I'm just like, is it in my Dragon Race? Yes. And I'll de-kit it into that. And then the leftovers I'll just put into another box. But I think I've got to the point now where there's some colours I'm not going to use anywhere near as many as I've been de-kitting into it. So I'll need to sort that out. That's going to be a pain in the backside. But I don't know. I'm toying with the idea, and it's a bit of a what's the word I'm looking for? Bit of a luxurious solution, in the sense that it's the more expensive thing to do. But I was actually thinking about getting one of, like, you know, I said I've got a 240 case, this one. I was thinking about getting 2 of those and just putting all and using that for my square resin drills, because the reason I use my square resins is for my cross stitch conversions. And I have this dream of, like, how, you know, I think, oh, I'll do a new cross stitch conversion, and I'll look into my spare storage and I'll be like, yeah, 353, and I will just take off the lid from my storage, and I will get the lid from the one I've just kitted up with the label on, and that's it. And I'll just move it out of there. And do you understand how I'm saying? And they're not that big. I'm going to be getting a Kallax system, because, you know, I'm doing all this reorganising anyway. 3844, and I think these do fit into a Kallax square, so it would be 2 of those. And I think it would be worth it, because it's a bit more expensive to do, because obviously these will cost more than the boxes and the bags and the labels. So arguably, I'm not sure it's going to be that much expensive. The bonus to Rebecca's system is that it expands well. But I think I'd rather deal with that problem when I get there. I think if I'm starting to have too many colours, too many drills of one kind of colour, that's a sign that I should start my next cross stitch conversion. You know what I mean? And rather than letting it build up, like, there's going to be a few colours like 939 or 310 that won't fit in like one of these pots. But it's much easier to have a small box, like a mini version of Rebecca's system, for just like supersized bags. 939, 823, 310, 3865. I can already see it now. And 317 for some reason. All my paintings seem to have 317 in, which is like a grey. So I think it'd be easy. And then I could just have like a little mini box for just like, I don't know, half a dozen or so colours that I have a lot of. But that's a decision I'll put off to the end. I think, like I say, I think I'm going to just start with the special drills. Right, we're nearly done. What's this? 336. Let's just cut these off. Four to go. 741. I've got to sort out my bank. I want to sort out my bank with a baseball bat. So for reasons I won't go into, I had to reset my online account for my bank. Right, now you think this would be simple. So I called up and they was like, yeah, there's no problem. And what they do is they send through, they send you through 2 letters. And one letter will be like a temporary username, and the other one will be a temporary password type thing. And then you log in and you do all your authorization or whatever, and it sets you up your account again. So I did this, 797. I rang them up and they was like, yeah, no problem. Send it, you'll get it in a couple of days. Anyway, the letters took a week to get to me. A week. I'm like, good job I didn't need to use online banking. That's got, these have got drills in. Let me do them. 995. 995. Look, three drills. Not letting them go. And they both turned up on the same day. I'm like, well, so much for your security. That's the post office for you. No, I can't blame the bank for that. I blame the bank for other things, but I don't blame them for that. That was the post office. Going. So the both letters, I'm like, fine. So I went online and I did all the password things. It's like, yeah, it's great. It's passed all the security checks. Whoa, yeah, we're going, yay. Everything's going. And I went into the account that I'd gone into, done it, and my bank account wasn't there. I'm like, excuse me? Hello? Hello? Where's my money? Where's my bank account? So I fished around, make sure it wasn't like, I don't know, I just had to attach it or anything. Reattach it. No, it was definitely, my bank account was missing in action. Like, all right, fine. Don't panic. I'm not gonna. I knew it wasn't a problem. I knew it was just something, a glitch. I thought a glitch. So I called up customer services again. I said, yeah, set it all up. It's all been reset. It's great, perfect. Apart from one thing, my bank account isn't there. She's like, oh yeah, no, I don't see it. I'm like, okay, so now I'm a little bit worried. It's just like, I don't understand. So we went all through the things. She was giving me a bank account number and all this sort of thing, so she could reverse find me. And she was like, oh, yeah. So she found it, and the person who had one job, I remind you, they had one job to reset the thing. So they set up a duplicate online account. Instead of just sending me what was mine for my bank account, they just set me up as if I was a new registration. So that's why there was no bank account, because it thought I was a different person. I'm like, why did she do that? I don't understand. She's like, to be fair, the girl I was speaking to, she's like, yeah, I don't know why. I don't know. I don't understand either. It's like, all right, so what do we do? Can you just, like, merge them? No, can't merge them. You can either go to a branch of the bank and they'll sort it out in there, or I can send you the registration details again, like the password and whatever. I was like, oh. So I went to that because I could not be bothered to go to a branch, especially if you have to have. It's the same thing that always happens when you have a problem. You never want to go to another person, because you know you have to start explaining the problem all over again from scratch. It always takes so long to just get back. I'm just like, just send me the details, and it's still not turned up yet. So I'm fully anticipating eventually they will turn up, and they'll be both letters together again for my security. Yeah, great. Right, 972, last one, and yeah. So hopefully I'll be able to get this sorted. But it's like, it's going on 2 weeks. Where's this lid come from? Oh, I opened 2 jars. Okay. Last AB. Let's pour them in here. I thought the ABs would not be staticky last time, but they definitely were. And yeah, so it's just like, you had one job just to send me out a new password. And you messed it up. And so I had to call back. And of course, you can never just get straight through to customer services. So I was on the phone, just on hold, waiting for like 40 minutes just to get through to them. Listen to terrible hold music. Though that was my choice. It was funny. They do give you a thing saying, if you don't want to listen to the music, you can press this button. It says a lot about how long their queues are sometimes. But yeah, you had one job. Right, so let's find all the road drills that I've dropped around. Is that it? No, there's one there as well. One job. Just send me out a new password. But instead, she set me up with a duplicate account. I'm like, really? 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 Anyway, rant over. So I hate banks at the moment. I hate banks. Do you know what? I don't think I care about those three drills. Let's just consider this done. It's taken long enough as it is. Thank you so much for watching. Leave me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video, and I will see you all again very soon. Bye for now. Bye.